Hi guys, I wanted to show you how to make your 8-layer taco bean dip and how to get it ready to serve in our grab-and-go bags. So the first thing I did was I got everything in place, and I'm going to show you a little more detail on that, on what I have here. So let me just angle this camera down a little bit to get the concentration on the food. So what I have, our first layer is going to be our refried beans, and then we're going to top that with our taco meat, and then we're going to do our combination, and it's the sour cream, the cream cheese, and the taco seasoning. And then on top of that, we're going to spread our cheese, and then our lettuce, tomatoes, black olives, and green onions to make it pretty. So we'll go ahead and get started here. So what I have here is we're going to start with a 1/4 cup of refried beans, and I'm just going to make a scoop in each one of these pans. So that would be a number 16 scoop, would give you a 1/4 cup. And these are the hinged containers that some of you were using on your peanut butter meals, your yogurt meals, sandwiches. So these are the containers we're going to use for this. Makes it ideal for when they go to eat because they can open it up and then put their taco shells. The next one, and we're just going to take a rubber spatula here and smush it down. Doesn't have to be perfect, and you probably don't want to use your finger there like I did, but I should have gloved hands, and then maybe I could use it. So that is one thing, is we should have gloved hands, but since this is my kitchen, and these are for my family, I do not have the gloves like you would have in your kitchen. So we're just going to spread out this refried bean mix. Now this is helping us to hit our refried bean or our bean pea legume vegetable subgroup each week. So I need you to make sure you're using a number 16 scoop of the bean dip. So then we're going to also, the taco meat, typically it's a number 12 scoop if you're giving a 2-ounce portion, but because we also have cheese in here, it should be like a number 30 scoop, and we're just going to sprinkle the meat on top of this. This actually is a number 40 scoop I have, so you'd use the one in between that, maybe a 24, or I think there might be a 30 scoop. I just don't know that we have one. So we're just going to put the taco meat in there. There's a fly, and just shake that around. Okay, then on top of that, we want to add just a little bit of the sour cream mixture. So this is our 3rd layer in our 8 layers. And you can put 12 of these on one 18 by 26 pan. When you close them up, it makes it easier to transport into the refrigerator. And we should only be doing about this many at a time. Your layers are going to get messed up here, so if you had a gloved hand, might be the best way. The other way you can do it is, I'm just going to use the cheese here to kind of help push the layers down. So it's a 2 tablespoons, or no, it's a full 1/4 cup of cheese. I'm just kind of guessing here. So I'm going to use that cheese and pressing that down on top of my sour cream layer. Cheese keeps you from getting all messy from that sour cream layer. Now I have my cheese. Then on top of that, we're going to put about a 1/4 cup of lettuce. Now you'll use the tiny chopped lettuce, which is a little more shredded than this. I had to cut this up on my own. I think my kids are gonna love supper tonight. Then on top of the lettuce, we're just going to add some of our vegetables. So add a tablespoon of tomatoes. The tomatoes do come already diced from the Department of Defense and GFS. So depending on what day you're making these, you'll want to consider which company you're ordering them from. But really handy that they're already pre-diced. Sprinkle some tomatoes on there. Some green onions. Just a few green onions. We're up to layer 7 now. And if you don't have the green onions, or the green onions are more expensive, you can really use any onions. The red onions might be a nice touch. And then we're gonna sprinkle some black olives on top of that. And there are our 8 layers. One other thing I wanted to show you is, I know that some of the schools still have some taco seasoning in their inventory, but if you do not, what I see us doing is mixing up our own Mexican seasoning mix that we mixed in with our sour cream mix. So you'll just close these up, and you can see that I have these stacked inside one another. Once you start though, you can fill in the space, and I only had to remove one from the tray. So these will be served. And this is in place of our walking tacos this year. There we have it. You'll serve those with a bag of Tostitos or an entree. So this actually has a ½ cup of vegetable plus your 2 ounces of protein, and your Tostitos give you a 2-ounce serving of grain. So thank you.